Good evening, students. Today we will see the next module in the Python GI programming. Okay, GI programming is the module which allows us to create the graphical user interface applications. Okay, these applications are used to design the different types of Windows based applications. Okay, in general, whenever you are working with the Windows operating system, you can see the different types of graphical interfaces. Whenever you are saving a file, you can see the file save dialog box and open dialog box, login dialog box. Okay, so there we can observe the different types of tools, buttons, text boxes, radio buttons, check boxes. Okay, we can place the images on the GUI interfaces. Okay, so these all are that we'll call them as GUI interfaces. Okay, these GUI interfaces are very helpful for the user. Okay, whenever the user doesn't know any specific programming or any specific commands, okay, then this GUI interfaces are helpful to them, and without typing each and everything, they can select the required options from the GUI interface. Okay, so for this, the Python is providing us the different tools to design the GUI applications. Okay, so the main GUI applications package is the tkinter. Tkinter is the one of the module which is provided by the Python to develop the GUI applications. Okay, so next another modules as same as tkinter are the wx Python. Okay, this is the another one uh, is also used to develop the Python based GUI applications. Another one is the JPython. Okay, this is especially used with the help of a Java language and also the Python programming language. Okay, whenever you want to use the Java programming interfaces or Java programming libraries, then you can use the JPython, which connects the both Java and Python. Okay, so we'll see the how to use the tkinter and how to develop the different applications. Okay, tkinter programming. Okay, this is a standard GUI library for Python. Okay, is combined with the different types of tools which are available in the tkinter. Okay, this is provides us tk GUI toolkit. Using that, we can create the GUI applications. Okay, the basic steps which are required to develop these programming is first we need to import the tkinter module. Okay, next we can write the required GUI application program. Okay, so for that first we need to create a one window. Okay, first whenever you want to develop a dialog box, first we'll create the window, a blank window, and within this you can create the your required text boxes, labels, buttons. Okay, these all we can create within this. Okay, these are the some text boxes, labels, buttons. Okay, so as many number of controls we require, we can add to the our window. Okay, this is our main window, and within that we can create the required controls. Okay, next. Okay, there is a small example which is used to create the simple window. Okay, first we need to import the tkinter. Okay, here it is, T is the small letter, it's not the capital letter, T is the small letter. Tkinter module is imported first. Okay, then tkinter.tk. Here it is the capital letter. Okay, tk. Okay, it creates a one main window. Okay, so this is the our main window. And after creating this, okay, we just call it my function as main loop. Okay, this is the function which starts this window and shows a window type of appearance. Okay, it has the different buttons like minimize and maximize and close, and it has a border. Okay, okay, this is the space where we can we can add our controls. Okay, so whenever you are adding a controls, okay, we'll create this window, and then we add all the required controls, and then at the ending we will start the stop. That is the first the main window. Okay, once after adding all the controls, we'll call this method to start the window and to display all the controls. Okay, next, these are the different controls we have within the Python GUI toolkit. Okay, so these we will call them as the widgets. Okay, we can either call them as controls or widgets. Okay, so the first one is the button. Okay, so whenever you want to accept any action, or if you want to cancel any action, if you want to abort any action, or if you want to perform any addition, subtractions or something else, for those all we can use the button as the widget. And canvas is for drawing. If you want to draw any shapes on your dialog box like circles, squares, okay, or if you want to draw any special shapes, those we can use canvas. Okay, check button is it's a multiple options check. Okay, here it will be displayed like a square buttons. Okay, we may have the number of options with the square buttons. Okay, out of these we can select the more than one, either when one can be selected or two can be selected or can be selected three. Okay, this is the check button. Entry is the text box. Okay, so whenever you want to enter a username, passwords, or any one line text, for those we can use the entry. Okay, the same you can also use for entering of multiple lines also by creating a multi-line text boxes. Okay, okay, this is for the one line text. Okay, next is the frame. Okay, frame is used to group the multiple controls as a collection. Okay, so whenever you want to create the a collection of controls as a one particular block, then we can use the frame. Okay, label is to show the simple message within the dialog box. Okay, that is, say for example you are placing a text box. Okay, but user doesn't know that what to be entered in this text box. Okay, then you will be give the username. Okay, here you will be give the some text as the username. Okay, then the user understands that the text to be entered in this text box is the username. Okay, this we will call that as the label. Okay, next is the list box. Okay, list box is just shown like this. Okay, list of entries will be there in this. Okay, we can select the any one of the item, like our files are list in the file dialog boxes. Okay, menu buttons. Okay, generally we can observe the menus at the top of our windows. Okay, those are the menus. Menu buttons, individual options are the menu buttons, and collection of those menu items is the menu. Okay, file, edit. Okay, those are the menus. Next, message. Okay, the message widget is to show the multiple line text. Okay, whenever you want to enter the multiple lines of a text, then you can use the message. Okay, here you can enter the paragraph of text like a notepad, word. Okay, like that we can create the windows. A radio button is to specify the multiple options, but we can select only one option from that. Okay, like this you will be get any one you can select. Okay, scroll bar. This is we have horizontal scroll bar or vertical scroll bar to scrolling of the values or to scroll the window to the top and down or left and right. Okay, text widget is also for multiple line text boxes. Okay, okay, this is also used for the multi-line text boxes. Okay. And next, top level widget is used to provide the separate window container. Okay, you can create a one more window using the top level. Okay, that is our it creates a one more window as a top of the our windows. Okay, spin box. Okay, this is for the this is also used as the standard entry widget. Okay, okay, fixed number of values. We have the multiple values. Okay, from that you can select any one particular value. Okay, it will be look like this. Okay, you have the one up arrow button and one down arrow button, and here you have a one text box. Okay, whenever you select those buttons, that is whenever you click on these two buttons, you will be get the updated value here, one after two and after three, like this you will be get the multiple values one after the other. Okay, panned window. Okay, is a widget container. We can create the multiple controls as a collection. Okay, frame and this is the similar, but panned window doesn't have any border. Okay, we can group the multiple controls as a collection. Okay, label frame. Okay, this is for the collection of labels we can create as a one group. end is a message box. Okay, so within the GI dialog box, if you GI interface, if you want to show any messages, like whenever you click on the OK, you can ask for confirm, or you want to complete the task, or you want to close the dialog box. Okay, if it is click the delete, or you want to delete the text, okay, like that you can take a confirmation from the user using the message boxes. Okay, next. Okay, this is the example for the button. Okay, again we are importing the tkinter module. Okay, T is the small letter. Next we will import the tk message box also, and first create the top, that is main window. Okay, next this is the method which is to be executed for the button. Okay, this is the B is the button. B equals to tkinter dot button, and where this button to be added. Okay, that is first specified. Okay, top, that is nothing but in this top window I want to add the my button. So top is the container for the button. Okay, that is the in which window you want to add the button. Okay, that is the top. Okay, text is the hello. Okay, the text on the button, hello. Command is whenever you click on the button, what is the method to be executed. Okay, that you can mention for the hello method, sorry, command equal to hello callback. Okay, that is whenever you click on the button, it executes this method hello callback. Okay, so in the next line, okay, this is in the next line. Okay, b dot pack. Okay, that is this confirms the creation of the button and adds it to the window. Okay, so for the top window it adds the b button. Okay, this is this complete code is for the creation of the button, and b dot pack is it adds the button to the window. Okay, finalizes the addition of the button. Okay, next is top dot main loop. It starts the window and it shows the output like this. It starts the window, and within that you have it the hello button. Whenever you click on the button, okay, you'll get a one more dialog message box, a small box with a hello world message and OK button. Whenever you click on the OK, it go back to your window. Okay, okay, this is a simple button example. Okay, so for any control creation, for any widget creation, you'll be create the widget and add the widget to the main window and start the main window. Okay, for the command you can write the method. Okay, those methods to be created before the creating of the controls. Okay, next example, this is for the text entry. Okay, so again we'll import the tkinter. Okay, next create the top equals to tk or tkinter dot tk, whatever it is bit. Okay, if you are importing like this, you can write only tk. Okay, next we are creating a label. Okay, label of top comma text equals to username. Next L1 dot pack of side equals to left. Okay, that is we are adding this widget to the left side of the window. Okay, pack to the side of a left. Okay, next we are creating an entry box. Even entry of top comma bd equals to 5. Okay, breadth of the text label is the text box is 5. Okay, sorry, this is the text box. Okay, username is added at the left side and text box is here. Okay, this is the width of the text box is 5. Okay, e1 dot pack is side is the right. Okay, this is to be added to the right and label to be added at the left. Okay, then main loop. Okay, it starts the window and shows the our output. Okay, it gives output as with the one label username and one entry box. Okay, where you can enter the text. Okay, next this is the radio button example. Okay, so we are creating a multiple buttons. Okay, this is the cell method is for to show the whatever the radio button you have selected, based on that it shows that radio buttons text. Okay, this is the creation of the radio button. Okay, root is the our main window. Here it is created as the root. Okay, text equal to option 1, variable equals to var. Okay, observe here you need to specify the same variable name for 3 radio buttons. Okay, value is the 1, 2 and 3. Command is the same method to be executed whenever you click on these radio buttons. Okay, this is the output for this radio buttons. Okay.